driver for every job since we met.
You're the best in the business.
I made this music video like 15 years ago now, 2002. I used the idea, which was like a getaway driver, like timing out the heists to music. But then I was really annoyed at myself that I'd used it on this music video because I thought, oh no, I've like squandered the idea. But it actually ended up being a help to getting the movie made.
Edgar finally said, hey, do you know any songs really well by heart? Like every guitar lick, every drum fill, and every lyric. When I was a kid, one of my godmother filled my iPod with thousands and thousands of songs. And one of my favorite songs she put on there was Easy by the Commodores. And I all of a sudden remembered that, and remembered that, of course, I know that song really well. And it still is my karaoke song, actually.
Meet the one and the only Bats.
The Barbra Streisand thing came about because I was doing research on tinnitus, because Ansel's character has tinnitus, and I read it said famous people with tinnitus, and one of them was Barbra Streisand. One of the characters in the film, Asa Gonzalez, is talking about that and says, "Oh, you know who has tinnitus? Barbra Streisand." And Jamie Foxx replies as the character Bats. He goes, "Do I look like I know a f***ing thing about Barbra Streisand?" Now the irony is, Jamie Foxx is friends with Barbra Streisand. Right. Do you think she'll be okay with you saying that line? And then Jamie Foxx, I kid you not, said this. He goes, "Do you know Barbara?" And I was like, no. and then he just said, "Barbara's gangster."
You want it?
I'm in, baby.
You pull the e-brake, and you're getting rear wheel lockup, and that's when you can slide the car around. So usually you're at like 30 miles an hour, or you can be going as fast as you want, but you slow down a little bit to 30 by using the brake. Then you get rear wheel lockup. And then it's just a little input with the wheel. If you yank the wheel, your car's going to spin out like out of control. But the whole point of it is it's a little bit of out of controlness, so that you can push the car to 90 degrees by just a little soft input and then a counter steer, and then you can steer out of it.
How will self-driving cars change car chase movies? Would you do one?
I think that would be more boring.
I don't know.
I think it's going to be dope. I can't wait for self-driving cars. I can't wait to get in an Uber and not have to deal with some human being.
I still use the iPod, and I met somebody from Apple the other day, and I told him I still use the iPod Classic, and he goes, "But you have Apple Music on your phone?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "But you still use the iPod?" I said, "Yeah, I just prefer the iPod." I do like just having like a hard drive of like stuff. I know like sort of like streaming is sometimes very convenient, but when it's not convenient, it's so irritating.
Ant-Man, are we ever going to see your script? Will you post it?
No.
Why not?
Well, why bother?
How many people here would read it if it was posted?
No, don't.
No?
No.
Would you consider directing a Star Wars movie?
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah. I have something crazy, but I can't tell you. No, I'm not directing.
You can tell
No,
us.
I really can't. You'll see at Christmas.
They call me baby.